Welcome to News Mongolia, where we bring you the latest stories and updates from across the nation and beyond. I'm Batsir Namshar. On the News Mongolia today, the Prime Minister of Mongolia and Japan discuss visit cancellation and future cooperation. Slovenian President to visit Mongolia and attend the World Women's Forum. The 77th anniversary of India's Independence Day was celebrated with enthusiasm and unity at the MC. For the news, stay tuned. On August 13, 2024, at the request of Japan, Mongolia's Prime Minister Oyung Lobsen Namsra engaged in a phone conversation with Japan's Prime Minister Fumio Kishida.
During the discussion, Prime Minister Kishida explained the cancellation of his official visit to Mongolia, which was scheduled for August 11th and 12th. He attributed the cancellation to an urgent need for disaster response measures following the earthquake in Miyazaki Prefecture, Japan, on August 8th. Kishida expressed deep appreciation for Mongolia's preparation for the visit and expressed his regret over the missed opportunity to visit. He assured his commitment to rescheduling the visit once circumstances allow. Prime Minister Oyun conveyed understanding regarding the cancellation due to Japan's internal challenges. He highlighted Mongolia's solidarity with Japan, a crucial third neighbor and special strategic partner in these difficult times. The leaders affirmed that Mongolia and Japan's relationship, grounded in shared values of human rights, freedom, and democracy, continues to strengthen under their special strategic partnership for peace and prosperity. They discussed enhancing political trust, increasing dialogue and mutual visits, and expanding economic cooperation. Both prime ministers are dedicated to deepening their collaboration on regional and international fronts. As 2024 marks the 50th anniversary of cultural ties between Mongolia and Japan, both sides expressed satisfaction with the progress in people-to-people relations and cooperation. They are committed to involving youth in bilateral exchanges, expanding interactions between their people, and expanding friendship and cooperation.
On the invitation of Mongolia's President Hursukhna, President Natasha Pirk-Musar of the Republic of Slovenia will undertake a state visit to Mongolia on August 20th to 21st, 2024. During her visit, President Musar will also participate as an honorary guest at the World Women's Forum, which is set to take place in Ulaanbaatar from August 22nd to 23rd, 2024.
During her stay, President Musar and President Hursukhna will engage in official talks to discuss ways to expand relations and cooperation between their countries. They will focus on collaborative efforts to achieve sustainable development goals, including combating climate change, addressing desertification, and promoting gender equality. Additionally, they will explore various international topics. The visit will culminate in the signing of a joint declaration between Mongolia and Slovenia, along with agreements aimed at enhancing bilateral cooperation in areas such as transport, tourism, and forestry. This visit marks the first time a Slovenian head of state has traveled to Mongolia. It follows the 30th anniversary of the diplomatic relations between the two countries, which was celebrated in 2023.
The 77th anniversary of India's Independence Day was observed on August 15, 2024, with a lively celebration at the MC. A significant number of Indian community members and Mongolian attendees participated, marking the occasion with a strong sense of unity and enthusiasm. On August 15, 2024, the 77th anniversary of India's Independence Day was marked by a vibrant celebration at the Indian MC, with notable participation from both the Indian diaspora and Mongolian guests. The MC was filled with festive energy as members of the Indian community and attendees from Mongolia came together to celebrate this historic day. The event featured traditional music, dance performances, and a variety of cultural activities that highlighted the rich heritage of India. Speeches were delivered by prominent figures, emphasizing the significance of the day and the strong ties between India and Mongolia. After the unfurling the tricolor national flag, Ambassador Atul Malhari Gosturve shared his thoughts on a rapidly evolving, strong and vibrant New India and New Indians before reading out excerpts from the address of the President of India to the nation, delivered on the eve of Independence Day. A brief cultural program was also organized, in which Mongolian students learning Hindi and students from the Children's Palace gave a dance performance to the applause of the guests. Mongolia has a long history of relations with India and is a spiritual neighbor. Regarding Mongolia's accession to the United Nations, India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru called on the leaders of other countries and strongly supported Mongolia's membership. In 2015, during the official visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Mongolia, the two countries intensified the development of a strategic partnership by implementing the construction project for an oil refinery, the ACB Center of Excellence, and a cyber security training center. Next year will be the 70th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Mongolia and India. The successful celebration underscored the enduring spirit of unity and cultural exchange, reflecting the ongoing friendship and collaboration between the Indian and Mongolian communities. Now let's take a look at the currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. Now let's take a look at international news from our partner agencies. U.S. envoy holds diplomatic talks with Lebanese officials amid attempts to stop Mid-East escalation. A senior advisor to U.S. President Joe Biden on Wednesday said it was critical to take advantage of this window for diplomatic action to end the Israel-Hamas war in the Gaza Strip and ongoing hostilities in Lebanon.
Amos Hochstein, who has been tasked with months-long shuttle diplomacy between Lebanon and Israel, spoke at a news conference after meeting Lebanese Speaker Nabih Berri, as the Mideast anxiously anticipates retaliatory attacks on Israel from Iran and the powerful Lebanese Hezbollah group.
Speaker Berri and I also talked about the framework agreement that's on the table for a Gaza ceasefire, and he and I agreed there is no more time to waste, and there's no more valid excuses from any party for any further delay. The deal would also help enable a diplomatic resolution here in Lebanon, and that would prevent an outbreak of a wider war and create the conditions for the displaced Lebanese people to return to their homes in the south and the displaced Israeli residents to return to their homes in their north.
Ceasefire talks are supposed to resume in Doha on Thursday between Hamas and Israel through Qatari, Egyptian, and American mediators. Hochstein said he and Berri agreed there are no more valid excuses from any party for any further delay on a ceasefire based on a framework presented by Biden months ago.
Speaker Berri and I had a good conversation about the situation in Lebanon and the need to escalate tensions across the blue line and across the region. President Biden has been working tirelessly to do exactly that, including through an immediate ceasefire and hostage release deal, and he's asked me to come back to Lebanon ahead of the renewed talks this week.
Hezbollah and Israel have traded strikes since October 8, a day after the Palestinian Hamas group's surprise attack into southern Israel sparked the ongoing Israel-Hamas war in the besieged Gaza Strip. Hezbollah says it will stop its attacks on northern Israel once there is a ceasefire in Gaza. However, the initial exchanges along the battered border towns of Lebanon and Israel have since expanded and intensified. Last month, a rare Israeli airstrike in southern Beirut killed Hezbollah's top commander, who Israel accused of firing a rocket into Majdal Shams in the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights that killed 12 youths. Hours later, an explosion in Iran killed Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh that Tehran blamed on Israel. Over the past 2 weeks, the region has been on a knife edge as diplomatic efforts continue to prevent the months-long regional tensions from spiraling into all-out war. Iran and Hezbollah says they are committed to their retaliatory attack. Hochstein's visit to Lebanon comes after he met with Israeli officials on Tuesday. He is scheduled to meet with caretaker Prime Minister Najib Mikati and Lebanon's army chief.
Now let's take a look at the weather forecast for Mongolia and the world major cities. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for staying with us. We'll see you tomorrow with more news and updates. Goodbye.